Taurus, this is your Spirit's horoscope for December 2021. So Taurus, we're going to start your horoscope off with a 12-card spread, and it is general. And how I read the cards is I start from the beginning, and that creates the foundation that we're building upon, and then it will correlate an overall general message by the end of the spread. So we will get a pretty good theme of what's going on. It will include all dynamics of life. So let's get started. Give it a really nice shuffle. Make sure all the energies are blended. So we have a nice surprise for a spread. This. So we start off with the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So there's this inner part of you, Taurus, that you're going to feel at the beginning of the month where it's almost like you don't have to feel as if you have to keep things to your chest. You can be more open mentally, share ideas. It's going to be a great time to, I feel, collaborate. And I'm also hearing that you're also going to be able to drop some mental guards. So definitely no need for any mental self-inhibition that could cause any walls regarding, your psyche, your mentality, and ultimately your communication with others. This will be a good time to kind of bounce ideas off of one another. And I think that with you being open, I feel like open-minded is appropriate to say, you will be able to kind of accumulate some really great ideas. So let's keep going. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So this is almost as if needing to, there's something from the past that you were cultivating, and this is going to be almost something that comes to the forefront that is being reevaluated. That way you can kind of create a better plan to nurture whatever this development is. And it has something to do with your self-worth, your self-value, and it's tied in together with the kind of the finances that you manifest and have available to you at your disposal. So this is definitely having to do with stuff that you work for, that you create, your, so to say, just, your capabilities of generating wealth. This has everything to do with it, and it's stemming from just you feeling empowered because of, there's some sort of great idea that you have that you were cultivating, and ultimately this is giving you more confidence into kind of fusing it together with any other projects you have going on. So this is something that is definitely related to, I would say, since it's something that you have been developing, and it's also somehow linked with your it's like I'm hearing somehow it's linked with some sort of spiritual structure. So the spiritual structure connected with your self-value and your ability to bring into fruition a financial stream of wealth that I think that others will be participating in somehow, is going to kind of set the tone for this month. So let's go further so we can make some better sense out of this. So here's the Seven of Wands upright, and I mean, it's like 7 after 7 after 7, which is why I'm feeling it's something very, like, the context is very spiritual. And this is something that is in the works with others. It is something that you've been cultivating. It has something to do with in the vicinity of your, almost your, I want to say this is something being produced kind of locally. This is almost so yeah, this has, I feel like there is this project that you've been working on within your community. So the community could mean your neighborhood. It could mean your inner community regarding, maybe there's some sort of team, or there's some sort of group that you're associated with that is working pretty much on the same project that has been cultivated. And this was something that was kind of handled or managed in the recent past, and it was handled in the recent past, and it was like some of the ideas that you had about it you couldn't quite share, but this month you're going to be able to kind of express it and incorporate it into this the cultivation of this, plan that has something to do with a financial endeavor. So this is going to be worked on very, very passionately, and it is going to take some work, but somehow it's spiritually connected. So it's like a group project is what I'm hearing. It's a group thing. You're working with your nearby associates. It's kind of like a little baby project that you've been like winging, nursing, and it is time to put time and energy back into it to kind of get it in further development. Yeah. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune coming up, upright. And what I'm sensing is there is going to be whatever is occurring within your it's almost like this, whatever's being developed right now that I just went over and mentioned, somehow it's creating this somehow it's creating some sort of abundance being poured into your home base. So I don't know if you work from home, if that's the case, or you do some of your work from home, but somehow it's this whatever this like project is, it's going to generate some really good fortune and luck, and it's going to be funneled into your household, your home base, and your home is really going to benefit from it. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to be something you're going to be working on within your home. Possibly, we'll have to wait and see. And then we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So just be careful with who you have kind of giving you some, I want to say give others leeway, because I feel that others are very passionate with helping you with this project, whatever it may be. And this is something, like I said, you were cultivating in the past, and now you're just kind of further developing it. And it has something to do with some sort of spiritual, creative endeavor that is financially linked. Okay? But I see other people wanting to kind of get their hands in it and, you know, put their energy in it too. I feel like other people are excited to help with it. But you need to be cautious, because I feel like you have more invested, and I'm hearing that you want it a certain way. You want the results and the outcome to happen in a certain like sequence. You're very like structured and orderly, and you like have it all planned out, because the end result is something that you want it to really stick. And you want it to just really be very fruitful and grow in nature. And you're just going to have to be just mindful about others participating, and not really, I mean, just kind of filtering out different opinions about it. And yeah. Yeah, I would say kind of hear what others have to say, but be very strategic and wise about any input allowed into the project or applied into the project, so nothing gets tainted. You know what I mean? Because this is something you are developing. You don't want to have it result in a weaker state because of, you know, somebody you listened to and it didn't quite turn out the way you wanted it to, because you already put time invested into it. Okay? And then you have the Page of Pentacles upright. So definitely, I feel like there's going to be a lot of almost like very methodical communication around this. It's almost like I keep talking about this, something in the works, this like project that you're cultivating. It's going to create some sort of fortune, and there's going to be a lot of talk around it, and it's going to be, you know, little spurts here and there, but it's going to be very limited words, but they're going to be very impactful. Okay? And it's almost I'm hearing people are going to kind of be very pleasant about what they say about this project, and it's almost as if they're methodically giving you their blessing. So they're putting very good energy into supporting, because sometimes when you tell other people what you're doing nowadays, it's hard for you to gain any kind of genuine support. So I feel like if people hear about this project that you're furthering the development of, they're going to not really express a whole lot, but what they do express, it's going to be very to the point. However, they're going to feel very satisfied for you, and they're going to be, just basically happy for you. Because they feel like, it's a good idea, it's a good project, they want it to come out right for you, so... Because somehow they see it benefiting their life in some kind of lower level stage, you know what I mean? So, I have to wait and see what this is. And then we have the King of Cups in reverse. So this is something that there's been, I would say, maybe there was a lot of emotions put into this project, and it was connected to a partner of some sort. A business partner, it was a very like one-on-one. It was a very private kind of endeavor. Wasn't a lot of people involved, and there's still not a lot of people involved. It's like a very small group. However, there was I feel like a lot of emotion put into it, a lot of feelings. It was very self-motivated. Okay. And then we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. And this is kind of, this has almost been a labor of love, I would say. I feel like this project was definitely something very close to your heart. There was a lot of almost definitely there was this desire within to get involved in this project, because you had some sort of feelings invested into it. You had like some kind of emotional like response to this cultivating and developing this project that we've been speaking of. There was some sort of attachment almost, and I feel like there was a lot of it wasn't just turbulent, but it was a lot of the Five of Pentacles in reverse, it's coming out of that energy. However, it was just kind of a process that made you kind of like get into your feelers a little bit. And I don't think that